is where you live making you fatter? Seriously. In life, if you look at all the animals, and life is, as I say, life is about patterns, looking for patterns. Why is this working? What's the pattern? What's the equation that makes this work? Okay? And is this pattern that I think is true? Is it really true? You know, does sugar make you fat, or is it the fat making us fat? 9 calories per gram for the calorie lovers, or 4 calories per gram sugar? Sugar satiates, fat doesn't. Simple as that. If you have fat and water as a meal, you're like, where's the sweetness? Where's the juice? Sugar water as a meal? Okay, that's sustainable. Protein water as a meal, you're like, ugh. So the pattern's there. Follow that. But anyway, let's get to the essence of the video. The patterns of success for weight loss. I have coached thousands of people for over a few decades now. Well, we're at 96, 28 years. Almost 3 decades coaching people for weight loss. Seeing what works for life and what doesn't work, or what works for a few weeks and they get fat again and blah, blah, blah. And where you live, your support group, how you surround things is very important. So if, again, we look at animals in nature, animals live in a habitat that lets them thrive. You won't see a koala's thrives in a pine tree, right? The koala lives in the gum tree. It lives in the gum tree forest. The koala lives in its pantry, right? It shits, it fucks, it sleeps, it drinks. It's in the pantry of the eucalyptus tree, the gum tree. So what if your goal is to be valued? Why are you living in a household that doesn't value you? If your goal is to be valued, why are you hanging out with people who don't really value your gifts? Maybe you don't even know what your gifts are. You don't even value yourself. So what can we expect? But chances are, if you're watching this video, you are of a certain level of consciousness and you're trying to get slim, but you go, what's going on? You fall in the wrong pattern. And one of the crucial things, if you look at all my girlfriends over the years, like, wow, Harley, your girlfriends are always so hot and gorgeous. Maybe not when they start with you, but when they, during and after, they really flourish. It's arrogant, but it's fucking true. Okay. What is the pattern there? All the women in my life, and also the guys I coach in terms of fitness and athletics, they all have one thing in common. They all live in their ideal habitat. They will move. Sometimes they're just born in that right habitat, but if they're not, they will move. They'll come to Australia, they'll come to Adelaide, they'll go to Thailand, they'll move from New York, shitty winters, down to San Diego, they train in the mountains down there. All right, you got to move to where your habitat is optimum for your goals. So if I've got, I know one guy who wanted to lose 75 kilos, he's about 150 kilos, morbidly obese. His blood pressure, his head was like a fucking baked bean, just ready to go. And he came to my event, is it 2014? 2014, I'm pretty sure it was. 2014, 2015, my free event I did in Thailand. And we had, almost 500 people there. It's fucking hectic. Good times and fast times up the climb. And he turned up, and I thought this dude was lost, asking for directions for KFC. And he came, so he's, Harley, how's it going, mate? I was like, fuck, this dude knows me. Cool, man. And we're just doing the usual chat. And he's like, when we ride up the Doi Satep, the mountain in Chiang Mai, and I was thinking, in my head, I was thinking, fuck, this dude's going to die, man. He's going to have a heart attack. His blood pressure's, he ain't going to make it, man. And I was like, oh, we meet at, 6 o'clock or 8 o'clock, whenever it was, every morning at the gates, the zoo gates there. And this dude turns up, man. It took him like fucking all day almost, but he did it, all right? And then he went up with a guy there called Danny, and on the last steep bit, this dude was so fucking fat, he got up the mountain, and on the steep bit, he lost balance, and he almost crushed the rider, this little Danny behind him, you know what I mean? And then Danny got on the juice and got bits of swole there. But anyway, this is fucking crazy. This dude, he did the move, right? He was living on a fucking mad budget. He was living in Asia. He was living in this like real basic accommodation, and his diet was just fucking white rice, sugar, fucking soft drinks. I'd see this dude just fucking guzzling Sprite, like back when Sprite was good, when it had like real sugar in it. It wasn't full of fucking pesticides and aspartame and all that crap. Back in the day, Thai Sprite was legit. Now it's gone to shit. But anyway, so you know, we're just always, and the bunch of us, we just see him always just fucking riding and guzzling, and he would never catch a taxi. He would go to the restaurant and just be ordering rice and vegetables with sweet sour sauce and drinking fucking bottles of Sprite, all these bottles of green Sprite on the table. And this dude was fucking losing so much weight every week. It was amazing, all right? And he just had glow come back. And it was this insane transformation. It was the most aggressive transformation I've ever seen. But what did this dude do? He moved to fucking Thailand from shitty England. Okay, sorry, English people. But why are you living in England now? It's kind of the dogs. Sorry, dogs. But he moved, all right? He lived at the base of Doi Satep Mountain, and he rode that. And on days where he was cooked, he would just ride up and down the canal road on the smooth road there. He got a power meter. And this dude was so fat, he bought a wheel with a power tapping hub in it. And I said, dude, you're gonna break that. You know, you need 36 spokes, not 24. And he's like, oh, I don't know about that. He started to get a little bit rebellious. He's like, I don't know, Harley. I think I know better. I was like, well, be careful, man. You know, I've got the experience that you can really thrive off. Don't get too Dunning-Kruger right now. But anyway, so he started to rebel against me. He bought that wheel, spokes all fucked up on it, and then he had to get another power meter. And then he started changing up his diet. He started cutting out the sugar, you know, because he wanted to speed up results. I'm like, dude, you've lost 75 kilos. You're doing great. Don't do an Icarus on us. Anyway, so he cut out the sugar, moved back to the UK. Everything went to shit. Got fat again, not as fat, and then just went AWOL. But his pattern was immaculate. Like, what was getting him the results? He followed that pattern. He lived in the location. He ate the right food. He got results. And then, for whatever fucking reason, we all have our reasons as humans. We're still human at the end of the day. He stopped following the pattern. And this isn't a critique of him. This is just a story. A lesson for all of us to learn. Patterns make us win or fucking lose. So our friend was on the right pattern. I gave him the pattern, gave him the template. He was following the pattern. He moved, he changed his diet, he made everything work for him. His whole social group was about the doi. He knew the girls at the fucking top of the doi on a first name basis who make the sugar banana smoothies. They make these fucking wicked smoothies, squirt the fucking liquid sugar in there. There's bags of glucose and sucrose. If you know, you know. These sugar sweet smoothies just fucking strip the fat off your body. And it was just amazing, man. You know, and so he was doing the pattern. But then he stopped. Okay? So that's what I tell people to do. You have to move and live where you want to live. People are like, Harley, I want you making $1,000 a day selling shoes. I want to do that. I said, great, you can do that. And I'm like, where do you live? And they tell me, I'm like, nah, you're fucked. You got to move to here or there or just, where you're living. Maybe it's possible. I don't know. Because I haven't ran the pattern in your hometown. But you're geographically on the back foot. Move to here. Oh, I don't want to do that. Well, okay, that's cool. But you won't make $1,000 a day. So what is your goal? If your goal is to make $1,000 a day, flipping Nikes, then there's certain places in the world that really set you up to do that. Okay? There's certain places, if you live in Antarctica, it's going to be really fucking hard to make $1,000 a day flipping Air Max 90. It's just going to be fucking hard, man. Maybe it's possible. I don't know. I've never ran the pattern in Antarctica, but I'm going to say it has to be a new pattern. So, if you want results fast, aggressive, you need to have an aggressive pattern that is going to light speed you to your goals, where you instead of wasting time. So many of us, I see people who are overweight, you know, and we're going to forget the health consequences of being overweight, the degeneration of your hips and your spine, your discs getting mashed up because you're just too heavy for your body. We're going to forget about all that. But the social implications, what you miss out on, how we are judged when we are fat, man, it's hardcore. We live in a very, very cruel society. So especially if you're, I mean, you know, and this is not, I don't make the rules here, but my friends or people I coach who are fat, they tell me how hard it is. That's why I'm aggressive when it comes to helping you get in the right pattern, the right direction, and sticking on that pattern. Okay, don't change the pattern. My pattern works. The reason why my pattern works is because I'm standing on the shoulders of giants. You know, Harold Hemsworth, Dr. Ferrari, Lance Armstrong, all these little things. I've stolen ideas from all these people who've gotten incredible results, incredible fitness, incredible insulin sensitivity, incredible lifestyle, incredible insights. Guys like Tony Robbins, stolen all their little best of the golden bits and go, put it in my little patent book. Here you go, run this. It fucking works. It's like I used to do, I used to go out partying as a teenager in school, smoking weed, out all night, brain not working next day, got a maths exam. So I'd be like looking over my mate, fucking Ian Shuttleworth. I'd look over his shoulder, like, Ian, what's the answer there? He's like, help me for a bit. And then eventually, Harley, like, come on, man, like, you got to learn how to do this shit too. And I'm like, oh, fuck, I thought you're my mate, But he was right. I had to learn. But anyway, so it's just a cheat sheet, okay? This is a cheat sheet, okay? It's a cheat sheet. But people just stop running it, man, But yeah, you've got to move to where your lifestyle is supported, to repeat the broken record. Move, people, all right? It's some places, it's just so much, you can succeed at weight loss, it's just harder. Some places, it's just effortless, Like if I want to be a fruitarian in Adelaide, you can do it. But you can do dumpster diving, but, the luck isn't there. But if you want to be a fruitarian, the best place in the world is going to be that Chantaburi, Rayong province area, certain places of Vietnam, I've heard is good, and also Davao City, Philippines. All right? Actually, a place called Toril in the Philippines. Some of the best fruit in the world. But even Los Angeles and stuff's pretty good as well. You want to move. If you want to be a pro cyclist, then places like Monaco or Girona, where there's like that hotbed of pro cycling activity, or even Adelaide, Australia. If you're an Australian cyclist and you want to become your best, then you got to live in Adelaide, okay? Sure, you could live in Darwin and be a full hitter, 100%. But if you're a hitter in Darwin and you move to Adelaide, fuck, man, you're going to be, going next level. It's just where you live supports the goal. If you want to learn Japanese, don't move to fucking Adelaide. Go to Japan, okay? Immerse yourself in it. So in the question in the coaching group, there was a chick, she's trying to lose the pounds. And so I'm following your protocols, I'm going right. I said, well, you're not following my protocols, all right? You're not, all right? If you're following my aggressive weight loss protocols, you do what it takes. You follow the pattern I'm giving you. But this person's not willing to do that, and that's okay. That's okay. What would I do if I was a 90 kilo or 100 kilo or 150 kilo woman or man who wanted to shred down? I'd be like, fuck this shit, I'm going to Thailand. You don't have kids? Like, what the fuck? You don't have kids? You got freedom, motherfuckers. I'm fucking getting the next flight to Thailand, and I'm living like a monk, and I'm riding the doi, I'm doing the mountains, I'm having time for myself, I'm working on mobility and my flexibility, I'm doing some online shit, I'm helping people, maybe volunteer at some orphanages, go hang out in the slums to see how other people live. This is more than just weight loss. This is like life transformations, man. All right? Like, just living, people. Living. I see people in the fucking gym. Just like, I'm on the treadmill. How many calories have I burned? Let me go home and be a good parent to my kids. I'm boring as fuck. My 10-year-old would rather watch twerkers on OnlyFans, fucking funnels on TikTok. You know what I mean? What the fuck? We're working jobs to buy iPhones for our 10-year-old kids so they can get influenced on social media by teenagers and adults who maybe have the best or less than the best ideals for them, or just following shit that brings money home. What the fuck are we doing? What are we doing, people? We need to stop and think, but we can't do that because we're undercarb. We fear sugar. And when you fear sugar, you're running on 2 cylinders versus 8 cylinders. And just like, I don't know. I talked to a guy yesterday, an elderly chap. I've seen this dude, it's crazy where I bump into him. It might be 2 a.m. I'm riding home. I see him walking in the street or riding his bike down. And this dude rides at 3K an hour. He's just like track standing as he's going along. He rides that slow. He's like a turtle. He's just a chiller. He's just a fucking chill bro. And I see him just randomly for the last 24 years, etc., in and out of Adelaide. When I'm going, he's a fixture of Adelaide. And I bumped into him yesterday. And I'm sitting there, I'm trying to catch some pigeons to help. And he sits next to me. I'm like, oh, fuck this dude again. I say, how's it going, mate? I said, where's the bike? He goes, oh, I was parked down there. And he goes, do I know you? I'm like, okay, our old mate's getting dementia. I said, yeah, man, I've been talking to you for like 20-something years, just randomly, you know? And he goes, oh, cool. And I said, what are you drinking? He's drinking a Bundaberg fucking ginger beer diet, like no sugar one. I said, what are you drinking? He goes, oh, ginger beer. Oh, I see that. I said, diet? He goes, yeah, no sugar. I said, what's wrong with sugar? Oh, sugar, too many calories, makes me fat. I said, one, you're not fat. Two, if you want to lose fat, just cut out the meat, because meat's got more calories than sugar, bro. And he's like, oh, no, like, you don't need sugar. I said, what does your brain run on? He said, what? So what does your brain run on? What fuels your brain and your eyes and every cell in the body? I don't know. I said, sugar. And he goes, oh. And he just walks off. And I'm just thinking, what the fuck? Just unbelievable story. Random, you know? It's crazy. And so I thought the sugar phobia's got him. So what's going to happen to him now? His dementia is going to kick off like fucking, you know? When you don't have enough sugar in the brain, you're just like, you know? Just can't pay attention. My mum crossed the road recently, hit by a car, in a hospital. Lucky she didn't die. Lucky it was just a few broken bones, you know? Not enough sugar, just not paying attention. Late nights, not paying attention. Just walk out in the street, oh, there's a car come. Boom, done, you know? You're always going to be able to pay attention to people. And you want to live in an environment that's safe. People are like, oh, I can't ride a bike in my town. It's too dangerous. Really? Do people cycle in your town? Okay, let's say they don't. But they do. Move to somewhere where it's better. Oh, I can't do that. Oh, that was an excuse you just tried to tell me to justify your complacency. Okay, that's cool. But if you want to stay fat, that's cool. Just don't bullshit me with these excuses. When I give you the solution, when I give you the pattern, the map, don't be like, oh, I can't do that. Just say, I don't want to be lean, Harley. Or I want to be lean, but I want to do my lazy habits. I want to do my starvation and binge purges because I don't want to give up my bacon lovers triple cheeseburgers. The shit's causing me fucking cancer and heart disease and fuck up my family. You know? There's people out there who've got kids and they're driving dangerously, they're eating dangerously. You know? They're doing alcohol, they're doing all these things that, you know, increase the risk of cancer. Like, no one is immune from cancer. Anyone can have a heart attack or a stroke or develop a full terminal cancer. Anyone can do that. But we increase the odds, don't we? If we smoke, if we drink, if we eat meat, if we eat fatty food, if we're sedentary too much, go to bed too late, we take certain drugs, medications, street drug, whatever, we increase the risks. So what are we doing? If we've got kids, don't we want to be looking after the kids or being a good example? I don't know. Call me crazy. But again, when we fear sugar, we don't have the energy to move, we don't have the energy to say no to certain things, we feel like shit. So the drugs, alcohol, the drugs, the fatty food, it really has a strong pull on us. Because we're hungry. We feel like shit when we don't have sugar. When you don't have sugar, you get hangry, you feel shit, you feel fatigued, so you want certain things to bring you up. And the industries, they like that. So sugar phobia, sugar tax, Jamie Oliver, Robert Lustig and co, all out there to push the sugar phobia on you. And then it trickles down to your kids, and you start weighing yourself, and the eating disorder, the disordered eating just starts to fuel and fuel and fuel. So when you move, if you move to support your weight loss lifestyle, and you go to places like Thailand or Adelaide, and you start training on the bike, you become a different person, right? And when you train for health and performance versus, oh, I just want to look a certain way, you know, we all like to look fit and slim and stuff like that, for sure. There's no doubt about that, and that's okay. That's a good motivation. But we also want to have that as a bit of a side motivation and more of a spiritual quest of becoming less impactful on the planet, okay? How much oil and shit do we want to use? How much impact on the planet do we want to have, you know? Let's lighten the load a lot. And you have a much more rich lifestyle. Look how many people out there who are lean, who look amazing, and they jump off the fucking 10th story, you know? Look, it happens every fucking day. So remember, your aesthetics is one thing. What's more important is how you feel as a human, your purpose in life. Are you living your quest? If you're doing something worthwhile in your life in terms of helping the planet, because I've made crazy money, had crazy experiences, and it's all well and fun. But at the end of the day, it's just you know, it's fun, but it's not like, doesn't fill you up. Okay, that's why so many people out who are celebrities. Like, look at Justin Bieber, man. Look at Robin Williams. Look at these uber celebrities. Money, chicks, fucking whatever material they want. Fame, clout. depressed as fuck on the drugs, on the alcohol, and the Xannies, because they don't have any purpose. They're slim. Justin Bieber's lean. But look at him, man. Dude looks like a fucking shell of fucking Xanax packet. Sad, man. Dude's got so much talent, you know? Whether you like BBC or not, he's got talent. He's got, you know, what's his purpose, man? You know? Imagine if he had some purpose. Fucking, he would change the fucking ecosystem. All those crew, man, you know? Travis Scott, fucking depressed as fuck. You saw how he treats those paparazzis in France or something recently. Just harassing the paparazzis. Like, dude, you're a fucking celebrity. Like, your paparazzi they fuel that. You know, give your paparazzi the thumbs up, man. It's part of the deal, you know? And as I say, there's all these people out there doing that. But anyway, it's the whole lifestyle. When you jump in and make it your pattern, your life is your pattern, the right pattern, you're always going to win, right? That's why it's impossible for me to be fat. No matter how little I train. People are like, Harley, you hardly train. I used to follow you on Strava. I had to unfollow because I didn't get my motivation because you're not training anymore, Harley. You're hardly riding. But I'm still fucking lean and vascular, you know what I mean? People are like, oh, I can't believe you've used steroids because you're still so lean. Steroids make you get your big Mike Israelite, what is Israelite, whatever his name is, or get a Greg Douchet puffy head. You know, we don't have that. But I don't understand it. My patterns work. So you see these people out there, they're taking steroids and they're fucking getting fat and bulbous, and then they're cutting down, they're doing thyroid meds and clenbuterol and fucking purging and starving and excess cardio, all just fucking up, man. It's crazy. Bad patterns. But then people follow people like that. And it's like, well, if you look like that and have an eating disorder and have to starve yourself and track your calories and all this bullshit, then you do you, bro. You do you. But that's crazy. So you move to where your lifestyle is supported. Like that's like, why do I live in Adelaide? Adelaide is the best city in the world to live overall. If you want clean air, fucking Adelaide's a big reason I live in Adelaide, because of the clean air. Asia's are great, but the pollution a bit hectic. But Adelaide, man, I mean, nowhere's perfect in the world now because air pollution's everywhere. But Adelaide's fucking killer as a city, the best in the world. Overall, the quality of life, the fruit, the nature, the cycling, the running, the swimming. Adelaide's fucking boss. The nature is fucking insane here. You know, the crime rate's relatively low. Real estate, ability to make money, influence people, internet, all these things. Adelaide's fucking rocking and rolling. So I live here. You wouldn't see me living in Sydney. You could literally pay me $1 million a year, all right? And I had to spend $1 million a year on fucking wanky shit. You could pay me $1 million a year, and I could, you know, have a Ferrari and a place in Vaucluse. I'd get bored of that real fucking quick. All right? I would be like, I'll be thinking about Adelaide, the simplicity and the freedom of Adelaide. You know, that's literally where I'm at. People are like, oh fuck that, give me the Ferrari, give me Vaucluse, and then I'll end up depressed. Most people who live in Vaucluse, Sydney. If you haven't been to Vaucluse, go there. It's a really cool suburb. I've taught people who live in Vaucluse. Fucking depressed. The amount of alcohol and prescription meds in Vaucluse. And you got these fucking bling houses, bling cars, bling vibes, ocean views, and all this, you know, amazing stuff. And people are guzzling the fucking Xanax. Insecurity off the charts. Alcohol consumption. Just, look in the bins, man. It's like, fucking look at this shit. It's like a pharmacy bin. It's like a fucking alcohol shop bin. Open the bin. It's full of Coke Zero, whiskey, Jack Daniels, fucking Penfolds, Xannies. You know, if you know, you know. So you know, going through people's bins is a great one to see what's going on. Okay, the richer the suburb, the more problems there is. Is crazy. Is crazy. Really, really crazy. It's if I want to have a down-to-earth conversation with someone, I'm going to have better luck going to the slums in the Philippines than I am in Vaucluse, Sydney, or, you know, Upper Manhattan, etc., West Side, etc. It's crazy. Genuine conversations with genuine people, you're more likely to have that in the slums versus, yeah, it's fucking crazy, man. You know, it's really interesting. But yeah, anyway, move to where you're supported, or forever just chasing your fucking tail, running a pattern that doesn't work. Your life, your choice.